Okay, here we have an old Delta ball light, bicycle headlight is the model. A3315. My camera would focus here. Let me put some more light here. My room is not that, it's not lighted very good, so I got a little, there we go, little lamp there that helps out sometimes. Anyways, this was actually sold at Sears back in the days for $1.59. Somebody wrote here 169, 10 cents more trying to get. Anyways, this is a cool, stylish light by Delta, and it's actually a division of Novo Industrial Corporation. From what I read online, they bought out Delta somewhere between 1964 and 1965. But I like the stylish of this light because it kind of goes to like the automobile styles of the cars of the 50s, the 60s. Just a flare from the headlight bezel, like cars. This is pretty cool. Let's see if I can take this out one-handed. I bought this about 5 years ago on eBay. If I take this out without ripping it, this box is getting fragile, so I'm going to be careful that I don't rip it. It's already got, as it is when I bought it, got a little tear in here, but this is how it was when I bought it, so I try not to make it any worse than what it is. Anyways, I bought this on eBay about 5 years ago. It was on a buy it now for $42, something like that, $42.50 or something like that. Anyways, it was like 7 something shipping, and with the tax and everything, it came to about under 50. I think it came like $49 and some odd cents. Anyways, I got it, and the seller said he had it since new, but if he put it on the bike, he only had it on there like just for temporary, and then I think he said he put a generator light. So anyways, but it's missing the instructions, and the clamp there and the hardware, let me just put this to the side, was in that little, oops, let me see, wait, the little plastic there, wrapper. So I took that off and then, or out, and I put it on here. Okay, let me just put this box aside. Anyways, it's not rocket science just to figure out how to take the lens off, because there's a screw right there, and then there's one right there. I first took that one off, but it didn't do anything, I think, and I thought, the bezel, inner bezel will come off, but no, it's molded to the plastic shell. This is plastic, except for the switch right there is metal, and the clamp. Everything else is plastic. So I put that screw back on, and then I took that one off. I opened it up, and to my viewing inside, I didn't see like a battery tray or cage where the battery was set in. I think, wow, it looks hollowed. I can see the elements where the contacts are, but I didn't see how would a battery stay without wobbling around and and coming loose from the contact. And anyways, I put a C battery. No, it was too small, and I had one D battery, and I put a D battery in there. It wouldn't fit. It was like, and I didn't want to force it because I don't want to break anything of the plastic inside. So I set it aside, and I was working on a couple of the bikes. So anyways, about almost 4 years went down the road, and I finally, I'm going to take it out again and take another look at it. Opened it up again and trying to view how would the batteries contact. There's no wiring at all in there. So I put a D battery, and there again, it was like I couldn't, it was too tight. I didn't want to force it in if it went in that way. And I noticed the two tabs, one's kind of like a copperish looking, the other one's silver. And I bend them down a little bit, and yes, the battery, it's seated in there right. So I had to go to the store and get a couple more batteries because I only had one. So I bought some Duracell, and I put two Duracell batteries in there. And then the trick part is to put that cover back on, because if you see the two tabs right there, it's got to go underneath the bezel of that lens, and then you got to push down and align the hole there, put the screw, and it was like it didn't want to cooperate with me, and I kept messing with it. Finally, they got it to where it was seating right as far as the lens, the bezel. So anyways, I said, okay, we go through all that work to see if it works now. So the switch there, look at that. Works nice. But like I said, I didn't put a lot of thought to it when I first got it. I glanced at it and I said, well, I'll tinker with it another time. And time went by and I forgot about it. But it's pretty cool. I'm going to put this on my custom 74 Stingray because I think it'll give it a nice stylish look to it, the way it looks. And it's a Delta. Pretty cool.